Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing, so let's begin healing together. I'm finally getting to the Aries reading. Someone asked me to do the Aries reading. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to do so because I received, guess what, a booking. And I took that booking and I read for someone same day who needed it, a few things done for them. Today, I'm focused on you, Aries. If I have any time, I may come back later on this evening with a second reading, but don't hold me to that because you never know what happens or what will happen in the background. I speak about free will often. We all have it. But most of us never get a chance to express our free will, meaning that you may feel handcuffed to a person, to a situation. However, Aries, they're different. They are very free-spirited people, not going to let anyone control or tell them what to do or how to do it. When it comes to the message of free will, Aries displays it with their leadership qualities. One thing about an Aries, they are the first sign of our zodiac. With them being the first sign of our zodiac, they are represented by Mars. Mars is a very fiery planet. Aries is very fiery in herself or himself. Understand that when we do tarot, each and every one of us have masculine and feminine energies. When I do a reading, if I specifically say that the reading is for a male, then the reading is for a male wholeheartedly. If I specifically say that the reading is for a female, then it is for a female wholeheartedly. But if I say nothing, understand that we all have masculine and also feminine energies. We're going to begin the Aries reading. I hope everyone is doing well. Those of you who have watched me in the past and in the near present, guess what? I always place the camera on the desk so that you can watch me shuffle the cards, cut the cards, and you can watch as the cards fall out. But I'm going to do something today that I haven't done in a while. And we're going to pick a few letters, right, from this bowl. I'm just mixing them up. Before I came to this reading, I already cleansed my space. Oh, one already fell out. We're starting off with the letter A. It could be Amy, Amanda, Adrian, Ezekiel. I know you're like, that starts with an E. It all depends on how you spell it, right? Andre, Autumn, Amber. We have the letter R. Rhonda, Robert, Raymond, Randy, Royal. We have the letter N, first, middle, or last initial. Nancy, Normandy, Naeem, Naima, Noe, Noel. We have the letter A again. Amy, Amanda, April. We have the letter T. Tara, Tammy, Tyrus, Tarek, Tom. Thank you so much. Thank you for the rose. Thank you. We have the letter Z, right? We can say Zane. We can say Zori. First, middle, or last initial, Z. We also have the letter Q, Kiana, Quentin. We have the letter Q again twice. And I know you're like, wow, those letters are coming out twice. And that's because I have 4 sets of the alphabet in that jar. We have the letter D. D, Damien, Donna, Donna. We have the letter D, Deborah, Daniel, Danny, David. We have the letter T again, Tara, Tammy, Tyrone, Travis, Timothy. And we have the letter U, right? This is unique. The letter U. And I'm not even going to go down that road with the letter U, right? But Yuri, Uriel, whatever the case may be, first, middle, last initial. I hope everyone is doing well. I sincerely do. You know, we're going to speak about the moon. We just had 3 days of the full moon. And I hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope you all took the time out to meditate, to speak to the moon. Because Aries, it affected you in a big way. You're not the only sign that specifically was affected by the moon, because there are 4 other signs that was specifically connected to this moon's energies. But being that you are the first sign of the zodiac, we're discussing you and you only tonight. You know, the moon illuminates the path that we all should and must follow, showing us that we are going to face a situation that will change the way we think by guiding us through the illusions and background bullshit that we fill our minds with. Aries, get out of your head. Change the way that you think. Let me explain why. Because you are a natural born leader. Listen, you know how some of us say that they save the best for last? You're the first sign of the zodiac. Let's be clear about that. So when the zodiac was created, it was given everything that was known to humans. You were given beauty, You were given brains. Male or female, it doesn't matter. You are known as the best looking person in all the zodiac. I'm a Cancer. Thank goodness my moon is Aries. So I'm with you. I'm with you. But you were born to be beautiful. You were born to be handsome. Listen, it doesn't matter how another person sees you. You were born to have these qualities because you are who you are. I don't know an Aries that has low self-esteem, but I've also encountered during these readings Aries that was suffering from a little bit of low self-esteem, and I never understood the reason why. It could be because of immature children who like to pick or bully, immature family members who like to point out, you get this from your mom and you get that from your dad, right? People don't always know what they're doing or saying, and they don't know how it will affect another individual. The next time someone says something about you, let that shit roll off your shoulders, Aries, because you are everything that the rest of them are not. I said them because I have an Aries moon, so you are dynamic. Let me just say that, male or female, you are dynamic, very direct. That's the beauty of you. You say what you mean, and you mean what you say, Aries. But let me just say this to you. There's some people in the background, who think that you are naive. They do. Those are people who don't know you. People think that when you make decisions, it's without thought. And guess what? They have the right to be concerned because Aries, you can be a little reckless. Act now, think later. However, if they knew your strength, then they wouldn't worry about you being so naive because Aries always has a plan. You're very assertive. Some people even think you're a little self-centered. Once again, impulsive. You do things, you act first, and then you think about the decision you made later. But sometimes it's a little bit too late. Impatient, very impatient. You want what you want it right now. Thank you for the rose. But you're very enthusiastic. People who are watching this reading, if you're not an Aries and if you're here to be a little nosy, never underestimate Miss Aries. The female Aries, never underestimate her. Listen, she may give you the impression of being easygoing and mild-mannered, but if you push her too far, you'll know all about it sooner or later. Let's discuss the Aries man. Aries men, as I said earlier, and for the females as well, you are dynamic. Aries men, you are a dynamic bundle of joy. Very energetic. And you're very enthusiastic about life itself. You are ruled by Mars. And this makes you very cautious and conscious about your masculinity. And when you are out of your comfort zone, you feel a little vulnerable. You will do your best to compensate by being forceful and aggressive and possibly a little bit too pushy. Yes, that's how others see you, Aries men. Let me just say this, Aries, we're focused on you tonight. You are the pioneer. You are ruled by the planet Mars. And as we all know, that your symbol is the ram. Your color is the color red. And that is because your ruling planet is Mars. And you represent the element of fire. Red actually symbolizes the fiery, energetic, and passionate nature of the Aries sign, which embodies the traits like courage, very courageous people. You're a natural born leader. You are the first on the zodiac wheel. Never forget that. Many people say, well, they saved the best for last. Aries, you can always say, I am number one, and I will always be number one. You don't have to compete. Listen, you take action when necessary because you're very enthusiastic. You are a very ambitious person, efficient and very disciplined. You are, Aries, not afraid of hard work. That's because, as I said, you are a natural born leader. Listen, you like being the person that's in charge, calling the shots. And in my world, we call that the shot caller, right? And if you're familiar with Biggie Smalls, do you want to be a brawler, a shot caller, or a brawler? Aries, you're two of them. You are the shot caller, and in some cases, you can be the brawler. You'll use these or this. That's what you do, Aries, because you're fiery in nature. You know, if I'm speaking to someone that's a manager, you set high standards for yourself and everyone else as well. You really dislike it if you see others slacking off on the job. You want to be involved in long-lasting, accomplished relationships or work environments. You want it to be long-lasting. You really don't want to move from one place to the next, but you will if you don't find the situation fruitful. That's just how Aries people are. Aries, if you don't consider something to be worthwhile, then guess what? You're on to the next. When you decide to take on a project, you stick to it until the end, whether it's fruitful or not. But once that project is over, you're out. You're on to the next. You know, there is someone right now that's viewing this reading and you see life as a series of challenges. But you also view the world as realistically as you can. You try to. And there is nothing frivolous or superficial about you or the way that you are, Aries. You have this inner drive to succeed. You have this inner drive to be successful that no one else does. No one has this kind of drive that you have. Many people want to be successful. They do. Many people want to succeed. But you, Aries, Scorpio, and Capricorn, you all have this thing that no matter how many bruises you receive along the way, you're going to fight to be at the top, and you'll never fall down. Once you're on the top, you see nothing but the sky, and you'll reach for it, whether you have a ladder or not. You have this inner drive to succeed, to be successful. Many people don't have that. Aries, you know what you want, and you firmly believe that you can get it. Listen, you're also prepared to sacrifice a great deal of your security and success to make sure that life goes the way that you desire it to go, to be. You're not going to let anyone get in your way or stop you. Status and material wealth are important to this Aries that I'm speaking to. Aries, you want fame and you want recognition from the people in your life. You want respect. You're like, put some motherfucking respect on my name. And you mean it. You affirm it. There's no other way. Put some respect on my name for my hard work. When it comes to relationships, you definitely are going to be cautious about relationships. That's because you've had a few duds. You had a few people in your world and it just didn't work out. But no, Aries, you're like, it's not my fault. That was on them because I tried to help them succeed and they didn't want it. But Aries, there's something that you crave. You crave intimacy. And that's why you keep meeting these duds. They talk a good game, don't they, Aries? They talk a good game. These people that you encounter, they talk a good game. Like they can give you the world. And once you see that they cannot, you still stay longer than you should. And then when you've had enough, you've had enough. You're looking for this thing called intimacy. You heard me. I said you're looking for this thing that they call intimacy. Some people will experience it and some people will never. But Aries, you've heard all about it. You've read about it. You've even watched movies about it. And in the relationships that you have encountered, you've still never experienced it. When you experience intimacy, that's when you'll stay. That's when you will go the distance with that person. But you haven't received it yet. And you're tired of these duds that can't give you what you desire to have. Intimacy is important to you. But guess what's more important right now? It's your career. Your career is equally as important to you. Sometimes you sit in your bed alone and you're like, I'm open to meet someone. And I hope that this person can bring me the satisfaction that I need. Intimacy. Because somewhere along the line, Aries, you don't feel like you got that from mom or dad. So you're on a quest to find it. But guess what the problem is? You cannot go searching for it. Aries, allow it to come to you. It will be drawn to you. Because you are it. You are everything that everyone is not. You're beautiful or handsome. You are strong. You are intelligent. You are successful. And you desire to climb a ladder on your own. And you're like, I don't even need the ladder. I can reach the sky, even if no one is around me. You desire intimacy. You want it so badly that you think about it often. But that comes from a place of you feeling lack. Lack of not being able to get the type of love that you feel like you deserved from mom or dad. Maybe they were busy. sometimes as parents, they are learning as well. Parents are learning. I'm a mom. My mom was a mom. My dad was my dad. And we look at our parents as the people that we look up to, and they should have all the answers and that they should be able to get it right. But did you know your parents, they don't have all the answers? And yes, they may have fell short. But did you know that with you turning around looking at mom and dad, if you look past them, they too have a mom and dad. And maybe their mom and dad didn't get it right. But if you step to the side a little more and look past your grandparents, now look at your great-grandparents. And maybe they didn't get it right because they weren't taught. This is generational. I'm a mom. And just because I'm a psychic, just because I'm a medium, it doesn't mean that I know everything. I'm still trying to get it right in this realm. Aries, you're looking for intimacy, but you keep meeting duds. People that don't match up to who you are. But right now, I'm speaking to an Aries that's going to take a back seat when it comes to romance. You're going to take a back seat because Aries, you're a little tired of kissing frogs, male or females. You're like, listen, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to focus on my career because I want to be successful. And to all the people who didn't recognize who I was, you will recognize who I am. I'm going to succeed. You know, you're represented by Mars. You know, you are the type of person that loves to assert themselves. And it's more so in a way that you're able to do this is shown by your position of Mars. If you look at your chart, you'll be able to see the way Mars is placed. But Mars was the god of war. And his planetary namesake shows a person's level and style of aggression. Aries, everything is not an argument. You always feel like you have to fight. And maybe because of a past situation that you felt like no one was there to protect you. And so you're ready to rumble with anyone. You'll rumble with mom, you'll rumble with dad, you'll rumble with brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, grandma. You don't give a fuck. But you won't hurt me. That's how Aries feels. You're not going to hurt them. Yes, they'll let you get it out, say everything you need to say. But once you're done speaking, Aries is coming for the jugular. No holds bars. Aries is coming for the jugular. And they're going to put an end to the nonsense. That's what Aries does. Aggressive. But they were born to be aggressive. So if you get mad at the way Aries speaks or the way that Aries acts, they are Mars. They are Mars and they are fiery. You respect them, they'll respect you. See them, notice them. Because if you miss, you'll be the person in the back saying, I apologize. Aries is going to win. We're going to do a Celtic cross spread. That's 10 cards. Any person that has ever followed me, you know I love doing my 9-card spreads. But tonight, we're going to step out and we're going to do a 10-card spread. Aries, we're focused on you tonight. A spirit came to me, and the spirit said, I need you to do an Aries reading. And I said, okay, but guess what? I didn't do it yesterday. And here I am. I'm going to do it today. The spirit is somebody's grandfather that has crossed over. It's important for this message to get out there. This is somebody's grandfather that said, do Aries. So I'm doing Aries. The first card is going to see where we're going in this reading. I usually start off with my spiritual news deck, but we need to do this differently. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Aries. Show me everything I need to see. Tell me everything I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Aries? One card, please. One card. Aries, it's time for some healing. This is energy healing. Let go and recharge. Someone needs to let go of the hurt, let go of the pain. And with the full moons that we've had, if you use your energy wisely, you'll be letting go of a lot more, because this is all about new beginnings. So Aries, let go of the hurt, let go of the pain. This is your healing journey. This is energy healing. Let go and recharge. At the bottom of the deck, we have Big Angel Hug. See, I told you somebody grandfather asked me to do this reading. Big Angel Hug. Don't look at the card and be like, well, that's a woman. Listen, we all have masculine and feminine energies. But if you take a very good look at this card, who does she look like? Who does she remind you of? Embraced by wings of pure love. You are protected. Your angels, your guardian angels, your ascended masters are with you as you go on this healing journey, because there needs to be some healing in your life, Aries. Oh, excuse me. Let me move this over. The first card is going to be what's going on in the present moment. The second card is all about the challenges that you will be facing. The third card, we're going to get down to the root of the problem. The fourth is what happened, what transpired in your past. The fifth is all about the present. The sixth card is your near future. The seventh is your power, your strength. The eighth is what you hope for. The ninth, your fears. What do you fear, Aries? Because no matter how tough you are with that fiery nature, there's something that you fear. Thank you for the rose. And the 10th card is going to be your outcome card, Aries. We're going to find out what the outcome is going to be. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Aries. Show me everything I need to see. Tell me everything I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Aries at this present time? They told me I was doing a good job with your introduction. Card number 1. Card number 2. Card number 3. card number 4, card number 5, card number 6. And anyone that follows me, you definitely know that I don't like doing reversals, not unless I'm doing a personal reading for someone. However, we're doing this. We're taking this reversal tonight. Spirit guys, thank you so much. These 2 cards. This is card number 7, card number 8. 2 more cards. 2 more cards, Spirit guys. What else does Aries need to know? 2 more cards, please, and thank you. What does Aries need to know? 2 more cards, please. Aries is like, get out of my business. Get out of my business. And I will not. And guess what? They gave us 2 cards exactly. And this is card number 9. This is card number 10. I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to move this over. And this will be the bottom of the deck. The first card is the present. What's going on right now? The very first card. Aries, the Magician. This is number 1. The Magician. Aries, you are the Magician. This is your consciousness. This is you being aware of everything around you. You're manifesting something. You're working on something. And as I said, Aries people, they want to be successful. They want to be known for being successful. And they will have it no other way. Oh, they like money. They like success. They like power. Because Aries people are natural born leaders. But you're manifesting something. You have a point to prove to yourself. The number 1 is all about new beginnings. It's about newness. It's about change. The number 1 encourages you to be assertive and to take the initiative in your life. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're taking the initiative to do what you want to do for you. What is best for you. What is your challenge at this present time? Is the number 4, the Emperor. This is a male on the card. We all have masculine and feminine energies. But what you are challenged by is stability. Where should I live? Where shouldn't I live? Where should I work? Where shouldn't I work? You want order in your life. There's someone here, and the Emperor. The Emperor is a person that protects. And you're saying to this Emperor, you didn't protect me. There's an Aries here who feels like they were not protected by this Emperor, by this masculine figure. And this is Archangel Michael. This card is represented by Mars. That's your energy, that fiery energy. So there's someone in your life that you're not necessarily angry at, but you're like, you forgot about me. You feel like this person has so much power. And with the power that they possess, you're like, you didn't protect me. We have the number 3. And this is the root of the problem. This is the 7 of Pentacles. Aries, You are for the long term. Let me just say that. The root of the problem, you invest into people, situation, and things. You make investments. When I post this reading, when you go back and hit rewind and play it from the beginning, I said Aries likes long term. Here is long term. The Seven of Pentacles is long term. You will make an investment, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be at a job, whether it be moving somewhere, and you'll stay to the end, your end, when you've had enough. Aries, you will invest in people, but when you've had enough, and you can walk away easily. Cross watchers, don't get Aries confused, because they will invest with you, but when they get tired of your BS, they're done. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. There's an Aries here that has received the Seven of Pentacles. The root of the problem is you keep finding these duds. When you first meet them, you're like, okay, they're for the long term. But then as the relationship goes, not grows, but as the relationship goes, you're like, this is not what I want. They don't give me that intimacy that I desire. But you've made the investment, so you stay a little longer because you're like, I'm going to see this thing out until the end. But what people don't understand, the end is not when you decide and the universe decides to say, okay, Aries, you're closing your eyes. Life is done here in this realm. You see it long term until your end, when you've had enough. That's the root of your problem. The root of your problem is making the wrong investments. You're like, I can't keep making these investments. I'm just going to focus on my work. I'm going to focus on my career. The number 4 card is your past. This is something that happened in the past. This is your number 4 card. We have the 3 of Pentacles. In the past, you're like, this was supposed to work. We are a team. This is supposed to be my end game. But there's somebody around you that you don't see as being competent. You're like, this person has let me down. So in the past, you started planning. You're like, although I did promise to stay here forever, I need to find a way out. I need to get up out of this situation. The 3 of Pentacles is that you had to do what was best for you. Now, we're coming up on the present moment. This is the number 19. This is the number 5 card. What's going on in your life right now? And the number 19 is you have the sun. You have the sun. Success. Listen, I have to catch my breath, because if you're a cross watcher and if you expected anything less, and if you wanted to see an Aries down bad, you won't. They have the sun. That's what's going on in their present, in their past, and in their future. Because Aries was born to be successful, and they will have it no other way. But Aries, there's something that you're working on. and you're working on your happiness. You feel like people have let you down. But there's one person in particular who you feel like has let you down. And it is what's challenging in your life. That's this Emperor. But you're like, no matter what I've been through, no matter what has happened in my life, no matter the difficulties and the challenges, I'm going to be successful and I'm going to be happy. Even if I have to do it alone, I'm going to be happy because I'm speaking to an Aries that's not really focused on a relationship right now. They're focused on their success. They're focused on their career. The number 6 card is your near future. It's upside down. If the card was upright, it would be the number 20, judgment. It's still the number 20, it's judgment, but it's upside down. With it being upside down, this is where that impulsiveness comes in. Because Aries, you're very impulsive. You're like, I know that I should be healing. Because this is the very first card that came out. Energy healing. Your angels, your guardian angels are telling you, Aries, let go. Recharge. Think about it in a different way. And heal from everything from the past. From the pain that you keep holding on to. Let go. If this card was upright, that means you've done the work. You took a break. You reviewed your past. And you have an epiphany. This is you're still living in the past. It's hard for you to let go of a memory. It's hard for you to let go of something that was said, that was done. You feel like there was no justice. That's why we have this card in reverse. Your spiritual team is saying, Aries, let go. We have you 100% at the bottom of the deck. We're sending you a big angel hug. That's what your team is telling you. Embraced by wings of pure love. You're surrounded by love. Whether you know it or not, you are surrounded by love. The number 7 card, Aries. The number 7, this is your power. The 8 of Pentacles. This is your power. You're very consistent. You're dedicated. And you are a master at anything that you touch. You do have the Midas touch. Because you'll have it no other way than to be successful. You have a point to prove to someone. You didn't see me. But look at me. Look at what I've done for myself. You're a hard worker. And you're dedicated to being successful. And damn it if you're not consistent. Because all you see is up. All you see is up. You're not even going to look back. You're not going to look down. All you see is up. You won't look in any other direction, Aries. Your hope is the number 12. Your hope is the hangman. Your hope is the number 12. This is the hangman, and it is in the upright. Aries, you feel like you've sacrificed so much of yourself with the duds. And I don't mean to laugh, but I'm only laughing because you consider people that you've encountered, been in relationship with as failures. You look at them as duds. You've sacrificed. You're like, I wasted my time with this person or these people. You're like, I wasted my time. I've given up so much of myself. But I'm letting go. I'm letting go. I'm letting go finally. I'm not even going to think about my past relationships. But you're being held in suspension. Even though you've let go of the people or the person that you have encountered as far as relationship goes, but there's something or someone that you're holding on to because you're looking at them as they sacrificed you. Who this person is, we have to go back to this number 4, the Emperor. You're mad at this Emperor. Ooh, but you love this Emperor. I'm not letting go. You're not letting go. This is the only thing that's holding you. Listen, the number 12, some of you Aries may soon start seeing this number 12 everywhere. And the rest of you will begin to see it. There's a good chance that your angels are trying to communicate with you. The divine forces have something important to tell you, Aries. There are 12 months in a year, 12 signs of the zodiac, and there's 12 hours in the day. There's significant changes that are happening in your life right now, and that will be happening in your life. You are being called to rise. Aries, you're being called to rise. Your spirit guides will have it no other way. They're not going to let you fail. They want you to rise to your full potential in every area of your life. You have all the tools that you need, and you have all the resources that you need for a fresh start. So have faith, Aries, and trust. Faith and trust affects our subconscious mind, all of us. The number 12 holds many secret meanings towards your personal growth. So have faith in yourself and your ability to create the life that you desire. Have trust that you are on the right path, because you are. You're focused on being successful. You'll have it no other way. Now, your fears. We have to discuss your fears. The 9 of Swords. Oh, you have so much anxiety. But you've had this anxiety for some years. And I have to say, for over a decade. The 9 of Swords, you feel like everyone around you keeps betraying you. Look, the 9 of Swords. If this was the 10 of Swords, I'd be like, damn. But this is only 9 swords, and you feel like so many people have stabbed you in your back. They're not paying attention to you. They don't see you. And this is why you suffer with this anxiety. You're like, I don't even know if I can trust anyone. I don't know if I can talk to anyone. But there's one particular person in your life that you feel like maybe I can talk to him or her, but I'm not sure. I think they have betrayed me, but I'm not sure. This is the Mars card. This is your card. You feel betrayed by so many people, friends and family alike. We have Aries, the outcome. Did I or did I not tell you that your angels have your back? The outcome of all of this is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is successful. The King of Pentacles is very abundant. See, you're worried about your coins, your finances. You want it to grow and grow and grow and grow. You want that millionaire status, and you will get there. Because the one thing about it, when it comes to your business, you are disciplined. The King of Pentacles, Aries, is also someone who is stable. With the anxiety, with your reckless behavior, your spiritual team is saying, we have your back, and you do have all the tools that you need to be stable, to rid yourself of this anxiety. Many people have been stabbed in the back. But when you continuously get stabbed in the back, do you let the same people keep stabbing you? Or do you take away from what happened? You take away from what happened. And you're like, I learned. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me because I allowed that shit to happen again. Third time, there will be no third time. Aries, there's not 10 knives, 10 swords in your back. There's 9. And that 9 comes from this person, this hanged man, you're holding in suspension. Do I reach out to them? Do I not? It's like when you have the flower in your hand, do they love me or do they love me not? And I'm not saying that has anything to do with a relationship. Excuse me, it froze on my end. I'm not saying that this has anything to do with a relationship of you getting back with anybody that you once dealt with. I'm saying that this could be a friend, a family member, a co-worker, whomever the case may be. But there's someone who you've left the door open for. There's one person that you've left the door open for. Guess what? There's 9 swords in your back. And you're thinking about this person. This is not 10 swords in your back. This is 9. Because you're like, I'm not sure if this person has betrayed me. Maybe I'm overthinking the situation. But I do love this person. But you're so damn stubborn, Aries. You're like, shit, I'm not reaching out to them. They better reach out to me. There's 9 swords in your back. You feel like you've been betrayed by everyone around you. And these are all the people that you've loved, that you care about. But no matter what, and you already know this, you're going to be abundant. Your spiritual team is saying discipline. They want you to stop being reckless. And you may say, I'm not reckless, Aries, but you are. You are. In some form or fashion, you are. I have an Aries moon, and I am reckless as well. When it comes to me, I am. Like, I do dumb shit. And I know it's done, but it soothes me. Like, for instance, if I get on a motorcycle, right? If I do 100 tonight, tomorrow I'm trying to do 110, depending on the traffic pattern. The day after, I'm trying to rock it to 120. And that's a motorcycle that doesn't have a govern on it. You know how certain people with a motorcycle, they may take the govern off. But reckless. I understand it all too well. Even reckless when it comes to a relationship, because you see the red flags with the people or the person that you've dated, but then you're like, fuck it. I don't want to turn down this person because they may be able to bring me the intimacy that I desire. And then month 1, month 2, month 3, year 1, year 2, I'm just saying, and you're like, damn, I still haven't felt intimacy. And Aries, I'm speaking to an Aries specifically that has not experienced it yet. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Now listen, we know that you are independent and you're going to stay that way. And you're going to make clear decisions for yourself. And you're clear on where you see life and where you're going. But the beauty of you are direct. You are a direct individual. And there are times when you try to stay unbiased. But then there are other times when you feel pushed and you feel like you have to say something. But you are the Queen of Swords, very independent. But Aries, we have to go a little further, only because I'm a little nosy. And specifically, I wanted to pull this deck. So just give me a second. I'm going to pull my 9-card spread. And I'm not trying to make this long and drawn out, but I'm nosy. I have to dig just a little deeper. Spirit guys, this reading is for the sign of Aries. You asked me to do this reading. There's somebody's grandfather specifically that asked me to do this reading. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Aries. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. I just heard keep going. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Aries? This is going to be a 9-card spread. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Aries? This is going... Oh, this is more than 9, but we're only going to keep it at 9. So I'm going to take them in the way that they came out. Aries. The first card is the unseen. The unseen. Your spiritual team is working behind the scenes. There's something that you are not seeing the full picture of. You feel betrayed by so many people with this 9 of Swords. But there's one person you're like, am I overthinking what they said or what they did? Spirit is wanting you to look again. Go over what was said one more time, because they want you to see the full picture of that conversation. Because there's a blessing that you don't see. Aries, the answers are coming. And that's right on top of this sun card. The answers are coming. Everything will become clear. There's a problem that's going to be resolved. That's what this is. A new beginning. We have teamwork between you and someone else, a collaboration. It's going to require teamwork between you and someone else. Someone is coming towards you. Someone is coming to your aid. We already see an angel, an ancestor, a crossed over loved one, an ascended master. But physically, someone is coming to your aid. And this is going to require teamwork for you to listen to them as they will to you. The unseen, this is what you don't see. Your spiritual team is putting this together behind the scene. You know, manifestation. I don't know how much you meditate. I don't know how much you pray if you're religious. But what I do know, for my religious folks, prayer changes things. When I was growing up, believe it or not, I used to be in the church choir. And there was this song and it said, prayer changes things. When you can't find a way, fall down on your knees and pray. Do that. To my free-spirited individual, manifestation is meditating. When you don't see something as clearly, then you can ask your angels, your spiritual team, to show you. I never do a reading without asking my team to show up. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Meditate. You're manifesting something. You're manifesting someone. Thank you so much for the rose. And you're going to get what you want. Don't give up. It's coming sooner than you can expect. I promise you that. Aries, you are a natural born leader. You know this. Thank you so much. Thank you. You are a natural born leader. Once again, do I need to say it again? You are the first sign of the zodiac. And when people say they saved the best for last, you could say, bitch, I'm first. Because you are. When you were made, they put everything into you, the universe. Anything that could have been thought about, they put it into you. Ooh, that's heavy, isn't it? That's why you're Mars, you're fiery. You're like the Sour Patch Kid. You're sweet on the inside. And on the outside, you're sour. And what I mean by that, they don't know you. Because when they look at you, They perceive you to be one way, but you feel like no one knows you. And you're going to let people assume what they want. You're not going to try to change anyone's mind about who you are. If they see you as the Sour Patch Kid, let them. Because they have it backwards. On the outside, you're sweet. You're gorgeous. They have that shit wrong, don't they? On the outside, you're sweet. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. If you're a male, you're handsome. But on the inside, that's where the fire is. That fire is on the inside. And you don't play about yourself. When a person thinks that they're cursing you out, you let them. And as soon as they shut up, you go for the jugular. You're like, I'm ending this shit right now. I don't have time for all this keek, 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 cat, cat, cat. You don't do that. You're a leader. You're a boss. You are the shot caller. And on the inside, you can be that brawler if necessary. But you know your value. You know your worth. Once upon a time, Aries, you did not know your value. True story. You didn't know your worth. Aries, you are expensive. Very expensive. If you're a female, you don't need a man to take care of you. You got this. And if you're a male, you don't need a sugar mama to take care of you. You got this. You're a leader. You desire nothing more than to be successful and to have it all. You know your value just as well as your worth. You're surviving. You're surviving. And the beauty of this card, this is what people think about you. Aries is barely making it. They are surviving. Do you want me to tell your secret? Because you make enough to take care of yourself. You make enough to support yourself. But when people see you, you already got that millionaire mindset. Millionaires, they don't walk around with Gucci and Louis. They walk around and they can blend in with anyone, and you'll never be able to point out who's the millionaire in the crowd because you're like, they all look casual. They look broke. Because to an uneducated person, they'll pick out the millionaire by the labels. You don't do that. You don't even dress like that. So to people that see you, they're like, Aries is barely making it. Aries is barely holding on. But they don't know what's in your bank account. Aries, you're not trying to spend on frivolous things. As I said earlier, you want to be successful. And you'll have it no other way. And you don't even want to look at millionaires because you want to be one, as you will. Aries, here's the angel again showing up in your reading. I said somebody's grandfather asked me to do an Aries reading. Here we are with your angels. That big angelic hug. Here we are with your angels. And your angels are surrounding you. They have your back. You are protected. Do you think you made it this far by yourself? Absolutely not. I haven't even made it this far by myself. I know where my blessings come from. So Aries, pay attention. Your angels are trying to communicate with you. Meditate or pray. Be open because you are protected. Now, Aries, remember the Seven of Pentacles? With the Seven of Pentacles, we spoke about you investing in someone or a couple or a few people. You invested in someone for the long term because you were willing to give it your all. And you found out that they were dust or they were simply not worth it. This card is the snake. Yes, the person or the people that you've dealt with were snakes. You still may be healing from someone that you've had to walk away from. But there's someone that you really need to be careful of, Aries. There's someone that's very jealous of you, envious of you, and it is a past lover. How is Aries making it without me? I want Aries to be able to need me, and you don't. And you don't. And the more that you begin to let go, the angrier they get. That's this snake. And Aries, what do? You go for the jugular. I have a video on my platform to whereas there was a snake in the backyard and my husband took the fucking head off. Aries, it's time for you to take the head off of this motherfucker or these bitter bitches, whomever they may be. It's time for you to take the head off. Let go. Aries, when it comes to business, that's that money. When it comes to business, right? Because it falls right next to the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, what is that? You're dedicated. You don't mind putting in the hard work. And you're very skilled, very intelligent. That's what this snake hates about you. You don't need them. But when it comes to business, your success, you're working on it. And you're not going to stop. Ever. Because you want that millionaire status. And guess what, Aries? The world is yours. At the bottom of the deck, the world is yours. Let me just say this. You're coming to a completion. You've hit a major milestone. And I hope you use the energies of the moon that we just had. And even if you didn't use them when they appeared, we still have some of the residuals from it, from them. Use it. You still have time. Listen, an end of a journey. You knowing and learning from the Nine of Swords. All these people that have stabbed you in the back that you feel betrayed by. But there's one person that you're holding on to. There's one person that you're like, I think they stabbed me in the back. I'm not sure. Did I take it the wrong way? Am I overthinking? And that's been bringing you so much anxiety. And you're thinking about them. And you're holding the door open for that person. I don't know if it's a family member, a friend, whomever the case may be. But you're at the end of a journey and you want a new beginning. That's why the world is here. Anything that you've had to deal with, anything that you've dealt with, I hope that you've learned from it. I really do. Whomever hurt you, whoever you felt like stabbed you in the back, because there are many people here that you felt like stabbed you in the back. And there's one person that you're not sure if they stabbed you in the back or not, or if you're overthinking it. And I'm seeing this person as a family member. But we did the bottom of the deck, the world. I just glanced over here, and I'm going to go one more. And there's some travel. Some travel is about to happen. It's going to be a short trip, a getaway from someone. But this is going to be a driving trip for someone. Aries, there may be someone coming to pay you a visit. That's with this travel. And this is a drive for someone. Let's see how we're going to end this reading, because for me, this was a beautiful reading, because you have to let go of some things. And Aries, I promise you, I hope you use the energy of the full moon. You still have time, because this moon affected a few signs in a major way. And you're at the top of the list, putting an end to something so that you can have a new beginning. As I said earlier, it's so easy to blame. But you're smart enough to understand that there's no book to life. Contrary to what people have said, there's no book to life, and we're all learning. We're all learning every single day. If I sat here and if I was cocky to tell you that I know everything, understand I know nothing. I learn every day. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Aries. Show me everything I need to see. Tell me everything I need to hear. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you. I'm truly grateful. And most importantly, thank you for your time. This video will be posted on my YouTube platform in about an hour. So if you want to look it over and play it while you're in the tub, while you're in the shower, while you're sitting on the toilet in your car, you're welcome to do so. Thank you. And follow me on over there. In other news, Aries, in other news, Spirit wants you to allow love into your life. The door of love and romance is open for you. Let your guard down and welcome it. Spirit says you deserve it. Let me explain this card. I'm speaking to an Aries that's taking a time out right now when it comes to love, as far as dealing with another. You want more than anything in this world to have intimacy. You desire it. You want to taste it. You want to feel it. Because you feel that you've been let down in different areas of your life. And you've heard about this intimacy thing. You saw it in movies. You read it in books. But you said you never had it. But the most important thing to you right now is, if you can't have the type of love that you desire, that equals intimacy, then you're going to put that same kind of passion and love into your work so that you can be successful financially. You want abundance. You want it all. Spirit wants you to allow love into your life. I too, Aries, understand this. I do. I really do understand this. But it's on you to know when you are ready to let your guard down. Your defenses are up because you feel like so many people have betrayed you, and even the people that you've been into a relationship with, they have betrayed you. So your significant others or other, your family, your friends, your co-workers, 9 swords are in your back. You feel like everything and everyone has betrayed you. So if I decide to date again, I'm still not going to let my guard down. Spirit is saying that you can let your guard down. The one thing that I do understand about this situation, how do you know what you're missing if you never gave it a chance? I'm speaking to an Aries who feels like everyone is going to let them down. Even when you smile, there's pain behind the smile. And you're like, does anyone see it? Does anyone see my pain? Does anybody recognize it? I've said it in so many different ways. I've displayed it in so many different ways. But do you see it? You feel like the person that brings you that intimacy will be able to see you fully without you even saying the words. Breaking news, Aries. Focusing on the negative will never bring you positive results. Train your mind to focus on the positive and the things that you want, not the things that you don't want. Remember earlier, I told you this full moon was about letting go, a new way of thinking. Don't focus on the negative. Yes, some things hurt. Some things were painful. Some things were toxic as hell. But you must let them go. Your spiritual team, they know what you've been through. Maybe when they were here in the physical, they didn't see it, but with them being on the other side, they see it. They acknowledge it. And I understand it. Don't keep giving energy to the past pain, the past hurt. Don't. And I know that's easier said than done. But anytime your mind goes back there, think about this card right here, the sun, the number 19. Think about happiness. I'm not going to let my mind drift back in that direction. I'm going to busy myself in something positive, whether it be my job, if I have a child or children, my children. I'm going to busy myself in things that bring me pleasure, my happiness. So anytime that your mind goes back to a time when something hurt you, when something was done, when something was said, turn on your favorite song, dance, but go to your happy place. We all have one. At the bottom of the deck, Aries, miracles. In other news, miracles. Miracles really do happen. Expect sudden growth and positive movement in every area of your life. These miracles will bring you much joy and much happiness. There's a card here. The unseen. There's a card here. The unseen. You don't see these miracles, but I'm telling you all about them. The unseen. Spirit is working behind the scenes. You're not seeing the full picture of a situation. Look at it in another direction, in another way. Answers. You're going to have all the answers that you desire. And your problems are going to be resolved. There's a situation that's about to be resolved. Use your healing energy, Aries, and manifest your dreams into reality through meditation. Aries, you're about to get more of what you want. Your manifestations are powerful because your angels have your back. Miracles, Aries, really do happen. Expect sudden growth and positive movement in all areas in your life. These miracles will bring you much joy and happiness. You are not alone. I don't know who these people were that stabbed you in the back, but hit me in my inbox, right? And we'll go get them. But there's one person that you're holding in suspension. Do I let them go or do I hold on? Do they see me? Did I make a big deal out of it? You're welcome. Aries, hold on just a little longer. You're about to receive all the answers that you need. Listen, wherever you live, fly me out. I'm about that life. We just not going to nobody's house. I don't do the house thing. You know, I work in a spiritual way. But let me just tell you, whomever these people were, this Nine of Swords that you feel like stabbed you in the back, everybody has to pay. Karma is real. Please believe me, karma is real. What goes around comes around. Aries, I understand you. Your angels see you. They understand you. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to you all nothing but love and light. In order for someone to say that they send you love and light, that means you've been through some shit, Aries. You've been through some shit. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. But you're very welcome. Thank you for your time. I'm going to post this video up. And I don't know what sign I'm going to do next. This one was long. Oh my God, it's 8 o'clock. We've been here that long? Listen, it's 8 o'clock. I did a Capricorn last night. Did a Cancer the day before. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what sign I'll do, but I'll post it. I'll post it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And good vibes to you too. Good vibes to you. Let me tell you, Aries, for me, this was a beautiful reading. A lot of things are easier said than done. I promise you. Letting go to pain isn't easy, but it can be done. Letting go of hurt isn't easy, but it can be done. You have to focus on positive things, and you can't keep going back to the negative. The other day, I asked my daughter to give me a reading. She's up here. And usually when I ask her to give me a reading, she'll give me a lot of resistance, right? And I'm almost like begging. But she did. She gave me a reading. And she didn't fuss. She didn't fight. She said, okay, just give me a few moments. And she came and sat at my desk, and she brought her cards with her. And she said, do you have anything that you want to ask me about? I said, no, just go for the gusto. Why in the hell did I tell her to do that? There was a situation that I had buried, and I never discussed it with anyone. Never. Never discussed it with my children, anyone. It was something that I buried a long time ago. And so as she's doing the reading, she was like, there's this person, and this person wears their hair like this, and they drive this kind of car. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you talking about. That's what I said. She said, well, this is what I'm seeing. Then she said, she started discussing the car in detail. I said, stop. I said, what are you doing? She said, Ma, I'm just reading. I got a little frustrated. I'm like, I've never told anyone about that. You're not supposed to be discussing that. And did I forget who she was? My child. So I had to sit there and gather myself. And I was like, I let that go a long time ago. And she was like, apparently you didn't. I said, I did. You just brought it back. But I forgot all about it. And then my husband, he was like, I understand you a lot better now. I said, shit, me too. I'm not telling you to bury anything, Aries. Because when you bury something, things can be dug up. I'm telling you to let it go so it can be resolved. When this situation that my daughter brought up, it was never resolved. It was buried by my family, by everyone. It was, don't talk about it. Keep your mouth shut. And that's what the fuck I did. I kept my mouth shut. And when you do that, it becomes shame. Don't bury anything. Forgiveness is powering. Forgiveness is powerful, is so true. But this situation, I can forgive now because the person is deceased. And here I am. The person is deceased. And I'm not going to lie. I'm so glad. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to lie about it. But I said to my daughter, I ain't asked you for that kind of reading. She said, I asked you what kind of reading. I said, I didn't know you was going to go that deep. I was thinking about money, finances. You understand? But true story is, don't let anyone ever make you think that whatever you're going through is something that should be pushed to the side. You should be able to speak about anything. And when the children talk, listen. Don't ignore. When anyone talks, listen. have an open ear and try to do it without judging. Shit. I know that's right too. You saying you know that's right that the person is deceased, right? Because they are, and I am grateful, and that's the truth. I can't listen. I'm not a good liar. They tell me that all the time. They be like, you can't lie worth a shit, and I'm like, I'm not supposed to, but it is true. I am glad that the person is deceased, and the way she told me that they passed away, I was like, good for them, and that's the truth. Good for them. See, I could talk like this when I don't do shit to anyone. I don't do anything. I live my life the way I'm doing over here. And everybody has to live their life according to how they want to. Yeah. But Aries, you had a beautiful reading. Somebody loves you. Let me tell you, but it's somebody's grandfather specifically that showed up and was like, can you do an Aries reading? And I did it, right? A day later. But I gave you as much as I could. And during my reading, I know that I gave Aries reading justice for this grandfather. But I thank you so much. Oh, yes, I am healed from that past hurt. Now, let's bring it on back to my children. They may say they're not healed. They'll be like, she was so overprotective. And I still am. And they're grown. 30s, 20s, and I'm still overprotective. I'm still overprotective. You know, I am. And let me tell you how overprotective I am. And I'm going to make you laugh. Wait. I was just about to tell you, and I'm going to make you laugh. Wait. I was just about to tell you something. Excuse me. Let me tell you how overprotective I am. My son called me a few days ago. He said, this girl cheated on me. I said, for real? He was like, yeah. He was like, that hurt. I said, fuck you. He said, what? I said, fuck you. So she called me. I said, my son said you cheated on him. She said, I know I can't lie to you. She said, I did. I said, good for you. I said, good for you. She said, I knew I liked you. I said, yeah, because he did you dirty a few times. What else do I say? So he called me back. Do you want to speak to her? Do you want to talk to her? I said, nah. Remember when you did this and you did that? He was like, and I said, well, she did what she was supposed to do, what was best for her. And I said, and if you still want her, that's your business. I'm not judging. If she still wants you, that's her business. I'm not judging. I said, but the problem is you can't handle what you dish out. That's how protective I am. Right? Right is right and wrong is wrong. Yeah, right is right and wrong is wrong. So I told him I would have cheated on you too. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even dated anybody like you. Matter of fact, you lucky you my son. You know, listen, it is what it is. But I'm going to get off and relax a little bit. I'm going back for a second plate. I'm a big girl, right? So I'm going back for a little bit more food. I cooked tonight. It was good, you know, but thank you all. I'll be back tomorrow and I'll post what time I'll be back and what reading I'll do. If you go, I have a website. My name is long, but if you go to the front of this page and click the link, it'll take you straight onto my private page to whereas you can book a reading from me. But I would read through each one and also read my bio so that you can understand exactly what I do, how I do it, and then you can book a reading with me. But so far, all my reviews have been great, and I'm not knocking on wood, but I just come with a team. I come with a team that loves me and I love them. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'll post what time. My husband says, stop sharing what time when you're always late. And he's right. So I'll be back tomorrow, but I'll put a post up to tell you what sign and what time. But I send to you all nothing but love and light. Good night. And this will be on my YouTube platform in about an hour. Good night. Thank you.